easily something that dog owners can do at home if their dog ever starts fighting going into the crate.
Yeah, this is easy, and you know, I'm down at a level 10, which for him right now, it's serving as like a mild consequence. It's not very high, and it's a pretty low number. But for him, it's working. So I'm using the 10. I could probably even get away with going a little lower, but because he's stubborn about it, I do want it to be a priority to him. So what you do is when you first start, is you find a level that the dog barely feels, and you teach them what to do with that sensation, which he's already been through that drill. So now I'm at a level that's slightly higher than that. It's what I would call his first kind of mild correction. Like, so this is probably the lowest correction I could possibly give him, right? With it still being considered a correction, and correction is simply what motivates the dog to avoid something, right? So he would rather avoid this 10 turning on, so therefore it is a correction. If he doesn't care about it, it's not a correction, okay? And that's the perception level. The perception level is what we teach on, and that is not considered a correction because the dog's kind of indifferent about it. It's not uncomfortable at all. So now we got Champ moving pretty fast, complying to the command with no pressure, which is what we want, because now he understands the concept. He understands kennel means to go into his kennel, and he also understands that I will ask him once without any pressure, but if he doesn't comply, pressure will turn on, and he understands how to turn it off by going into the kennel. So he always gets a choice. He gets a choice to comply the first time, and he gets a choice whether the e-collar is going to turn on, and he also knows how to turn it off. So he's in complete control of the situation after I give the command. Kennel. Kennel. Good. So I didn't give him any body information or leash information. I just turned on the e-collar, and you see him for a second, he thought, and he's like, that's right, into the kennel. Good boy.
A lot of people have commented to me they have tried to use food to kennel train their dog, and that works great until your dog figures out they would rather not have the food and stay out of the kennel. And that's why this method works for every dog.
Yeah, it's really great. And you don't have to get frustrated. Once the dog's gonna know, they will understand once you go through this process how to turn off the pressure. So, you know, they get a chance to comply without any pressure, so it's very fair. So let's see what happens this time. Champ, kennel. Good boy. It's not a coincidence that he's going in smoothly after the one that you correct. It's common. It's very common. Bulldogs especially are known to be stubborn, and Champ is no exception. He is definitely stubborn. So he's got the attitude like most bulldogs and a lot of dogs is you ask them to do something, they ask you two things. One, what's in it for me? And two, make me. So it's like we don't play by those rules. We just teach them what the command is. We teach them what the e-collar pressure is and how to turn it off, and then we just start holding them accountable. We don't negotiate. So
it's fair to the dog, and it's very clear what we're asking them to do. I once had a dog owner tell me she tried to use filet mignon to get her dog into a crate, and she was shocked when it wasn't working. And I was not shocked because that dog would rather be left out in the house rather than eat the filet mignon.
Kennel. Good boy.
No pressure.
We're getting no pressure. So we're getting some good stuff from him. Good boy, Champ.
And Champ, it's so important that he be in a crate when the family is not there, because of his startle reactivity to the doorbell, door knocking, and things going on outside the house. He started to develop territorial behaviors. He bit a dog walker coming in. He charges the door in an aggressive way while barking. So it's really important for his overall state of mind and to keep the structure when the family isn't there, that he stay in a crate when they're not there. Very important to maintain the training.
So now we're going to do it with off leash. So if you're starting this at home, you are going to want to use a leash to guide your dog and to show them what to do with the pressure. He's past that, I believe. Rule, threshold, can't come out without permission. Should be that with every threshold, including doors, car doors. Break. Good boy, bud. Okay. You can use this in unison with the come command, so you don't have to go over and grab your dog, right? So that would be a more practical way to do it. Oh, what a good boy. He's just like, please, let me relax on place. I'm done learning. I love place.
He's so good.
I love place. Don't you? Oh yeah, you do, bud. You big turkey.
You're
huh?
almost finished, Champy.
Just one more, and in a practical sense, where your dog might be somewhere else in the house. So we're gonna use the recall command paired with the kennel and see how he does. Champ, come. Good boy. Kennel. Good. So we're gonna do it until it's smooth. Good. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit to an 8 because I don't want in the learning curve. I don't want him to be too focused on the sensation. And you can see he kind of did one of these. So it was at a 10. I'm going to turn it down to a 7. Good boy. Break. Good boy. Good boy. Good job. Champ, come. Good boy. Kennel. No pressure.
Beautiful.
Good. So he's going to remember the difference between that one, which was nice and smooth and easy, and the one where he kind of said, I don't want to. He's going to say, oh, well, that's easier, and it's nice and pleasant for everybody. So I have it on a 7 now. I didn't have to use it at all. Good boy. Break. Good boy. Good boy. But I did see a slight moment when he got about right here. He was thinking,
Thought about it.
But he made the choice before I had to ask twice. Good boy. Good boy.
Nice job, Champ.
That is very good.
We're all rooting for Champ.
We're all rooting for you, buddy. We know you got it. Yeah, you a good boy, huh?